Alright, time for my round 3 game of this month's REV GP. Because my opponent no-showed for round 2 anyways. So, running 4-color consonants-less consonants, aka Revolutionary's Monument, against my opponent, who is on blue-black deck with interaction. So it's probably blue-black control then. So that's not my favorite matchup. This starting hand is actually quite good, so I'll keep turn 2 ramp into eventual Skoltha. So this needs to fetch black to get Skoltha mana. So that means I'm probably going Urban Jungle, Primal Fisher, or I go Verdant Sanctuary first because I'll need white before I need red. At least looking at this hand. So I'm assuming I'm curving these guys into Skoltha probably. If there's a good God picking target on 3, then I play that, and then I get to play Concurrent Escapist the turn afterwards and Corrupt it, which probably gets me enough mana sources to cast Skoltha the turn afterwards. But yeah, so starting off, Verdant Sanctuary, pass, oops, but whatever. They're going to also play a tap. Oh no, that's not a tap land. That's one path, and then they play a function. What's this do? And it runs Surveil 2. Okay, I mean, sure, I guess. Another Skoltha. Okay, I at least have something to do if my first Skoltha gets answered. I do need to think about getting double black too, because I might want to use the graveyard ability from Skoltha, and I don't have a second black source or I don't have a second swamp, as I've stated during my first game. So, I need to find one of my non-basic black sources to actually cast Skoltha, which is a lot harder, because I don't actually run that many black sources. So, yeah. Hopefully they play a good Gaunt picking target. Let me check their deck. Do they have any good targets for me? Not on 2. Yeah, they don't have any good 2-drops I want to exile with Gaunt picking. Do I just exile a REV if, they don't play anything else? I mean, so if I top deck a land, then I guess it's probably safe to just play Concurrent Escapist number 2 and then use that to get Skelton mana for next turn. If that doesn't happen, then hopefully I draw a useful card at least. Right now they're surveilling off the REV, it seems like. Taking quite some time on the surveil. They just play Island and pass. So they could be holding Agent Deception. In fact, that's probably what they're holding right now. I just want them to get that thing out of their hand. So yeah, the main problem right now is that they have this thing. Unless it's controller play. Oh wait, they have no devotion, or I can pay for that thing, right? It's not like counter spell with mana value X or less. It's unless I pay X. So okay, cool. Yeah, then I just do this. So Agent Deception, they don't have enough devotion for this to counter Elrond Visionary right now. Resolves, cool. So hopefully that flips me into a land for next turn. Fall of Tracks is interesting, but I do want the land for next turn, so I'll take the land. Is there any way for them to punish me attacking with Concurrent Escapist right now? So they have Agent Deception, that's a 1/1, so they can't, flashing it in is not profitable for them. And other than that, they don't have instant speed blockers. Okay, cool. I just swing here then. And pass the turn. They're going to sack REV. Okay, sure. But I am going into next turn with pretty good board. Do they have board wipes in their deck anywhere? Oh, they definitely have kill spells. Those 2 cards, sure. And they pass again. Oh, that's really good. So yeah, let me just double check if they have board wipes or anything like that. And main deck, I don't think they they don't have board wipes. So it's they can't exactly punish me if I just go Fabricate Anomaly into Concurrent Escapist. Maybe they get to play out I mean, yeah, I just jam that thing. Resolves, get the puzzle box. So I can actually, so instead of playing Concurrent Escapist right now, I could just swing at this guy. They buff it. Is that better than, because right now if I play out the other Concurrent Escapist, it guarantees that, or it either gets the Agent Deceptions out of their hand, or it guarantees that Skelta's castable next turn. I think making my guy slightly bigger does benefit me enough. Actually, having a 2/3 is really good against them, right? Because 2/3 makes my creatures matchup much better against their creatures. I still think it's probably correct to just jam Concurrent Escapist just to get the Agent Deceptions out of their hand. Yeah, I'll go with that logic. In that case, just jam it right now. Alright, cool. So hopefully I top deck a land, and I have the puzzle box, so I can try to loot for a land if I need to. But yeah, hopefully I get a land so that I can jam Skoltha next turn. Skoltha probably gets back Probably gets back around to Visionary. Or maybe Fabricated Anomaly. Like, just start stacking up on these puzzle boxes so I can have really... Oh, that's actually fine, or is it? I can puzzle... So I can, like, discard the Gone picking right now. So if this gets looted into a land, then they get completely punished. Yeah, I think I could do that. And yeah, cool. Unfortunately, it is a tap land, but I managed to whiff their duress, which is nice. Yep, sure. Hopefully, I guess next turn, they could be holding up another Agent of Deception, so I should be attacking first. The problem right now is that this thing wants to exile stuff from my graveyard, but so does a bunch of other things. It's probably fine, I guess. So, I mean, they know I have Skelsa coming, or they know I could have Skelsa coming down next turn. And let's see if they do anything. Like, if they could just pass a turn holding up 2 mana to, like, try to telegraph an Agent of Deception. Do they have any other counter spells that I need to play around? Okay, so they have a counter spell at 4 mana, or they have a creature that counters on ETB at 4 mana, but I don't need to worry about that right now. Oh, 3 mana. Yeah, so it's like just probably removal plus an Agent of Deception if I need to like do anything about that. Oh, 4. Okay, that's... I mean, they know what's in my hand now, but still, drawing a forest here is really convenient because, yeah, I get untapped Skeleton now. So I'm probably just puzzle boxing away to redevelop Cityscape. Yeah. Do I play out my forest pre... I could jam Skelta first. Problem with trying to play Skelta post-combat is that they could blow up my concurrent Escapist as I go to combat, and that'd be extremely bad for me. Well, I mean, I think I do just end up jamming Skelta. Like, if it gets countered, that's actually fine, right? Because I have another Skelta coming down next turn. Or, I guess I try to dig towards another black source. Yeah, I guess I just do pre-combat Skelta. If they have another Agent of Deception, then they can also play out 2 agents plus downlink, which actually kill. I think that's actually a bad enough exchange where yeah, I think I do just attack first, and I exile like Primal Fisher plus Elemental Visionary, and see if they block. They don't, and they don't like punish me with anything, but because like they know I have Skelta coming down. But I think them playing like this kind of suggests that they don't have the -2/-2 at instant speed, because they definitely would have killed Concurrent Escapist if they could. But yeah, that's Agent of Deception number 2, which is fine. Well, actually, no, I should be eluding with Puddle Box first. Yeah, I should draw my card for, because I could have drawn into something that would have been better to jam into Agent of Deception instead of Skelta. Like, I guess it's probably fine. I Puzzle Box away Cityscape. I'll do that end of turn. They're up to 5 mana now, which gets them what? It gets them their 5-drop. What's their 5-drop do? That's pretty scary. I think Skillset's still pretty good into it, but yeah, pretty scary. I'm really hoping to find my second black source so I can get back Skillset, because then that goes through counter spells. If I had a second black source here, I could have actually puzzle boxed away the Skillset and then got it back, and then that would have gone through their counter. Okay, yeah. So they're going to Boral right now. Sure. And they're just swinging out right now. Sure. They could have another Agent of Deception. I'm just like really. Oh, okay. They let me do this. Yeah, I needed to do that. Anyways, like this happens. Oh, Monument. Huh. This is actually not a very good Monument board. So right now, my main things I want to do here is jam Skelta, not get my stuff countered. They could have more Agent of Deceptions, and I can't exactly play around them. Or like I could if I actually had the right colors, but I don't. So assuming they're on more Agent of Deceptions, is it still better for me to just jam Skeltas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like I could also jam Revolutionary's Monument, but that feels incorrect somehow. I mean, I could just try to race them right now. So I swing with these two guys. I try to jam Skeleton number 2, gets countered, and then the turn afterwards, I try to jam Revolutionary's Monument. I think that's actually a valid plan. So I just need to I need to exile 4 cards from my graveyard to buff these two guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can exile Fall of Tracks, right? Or maybe I want to. I think I want to keep around Fall of Tracks over Gone picking right now. But yeah, so same with these two guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming these guys are what I'm exiling. Yeah, sure. So let's see how they deal with this board. They just take everything. I think I'm actually outracing them right now. So I just jam. Do I even need to jam Skillset here? I don't think I need to jam Skillset here, right? Like, because if I just pass here, they don't actually have anything to do with my mana, and it keeps this threat skill set around, right? Is that I feel like I probably should just be jamming. They had agent number 3, but now they're out of agent, which means that next turn I can probably resolve Revolutionary's Monument. You know, like I actually did have the other. I could have like just held skill set and then discarded skill set to puzzle blocks. So that would have made it so that they still had agent deception in hand. But then skill set gets like I managed to loot away skill set for another card, which could be more helpful. 2, 3, 4. I'm still outracing them right now, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm outracing them. They pass with full mana up, and they have a bunch of flash things, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm not looking to. I don't want to deal with those guys anytime soon. Concurrent Escapist. Is that card good, right? Like, it's actually kind of decent, just because it clogs up the board state. So they have this guy, which I need to deal with, which is a counter spell that I can just pay through. So that's good, at least. Can I afford to keep buffing Fabricated Anomaly? Like, I'm never getting skill sets back, right? So in that case, my graveyard literally does not matter, right? I guess I'll like give my guys one last chance to like draw into something useful here. Star-studded. That's actually good because it blocks the flying things. Yeah, 1, 2. I have exactly 6 cards in my graveyard. I think I just exile everything in my yard to make this attack. I hope that things don't go wrong. Like, so how badly does my attack go into Jetstream Cruiser? It's a 6/5 flying guy basically. So that it trades a Fabricated Anomaly. I think that's actually fine. Concurrent Escapist will die to it, but that's fine because then Fabricated Anomaly still survives. And then on the backswing, I take 1, 2, 3, and I still survive that. They still leave back some blockers though. But then they might be tapped out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I just swing with Fabricated because I want so that I can like make sure that if they want to flash in their big thing, they 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just exile these guys. I think I want. They're just going to chump here. Sure. Well, how badly am I wrecked by that big thing coming down? On this board stage, it's actually not that bad because if they try to swing out with it, like they can't really afford to swing out with it. I think I just I play Star-studded right now and just pass. I guess they could counter it, but I don't think there's any profitable things to be countering. Like, yeah, they could flash in the big thing and then blink AGM Deception, but I can still pay for it, right? Or I can pay for it, but barely solves. And yep, they have it. They have that big thing. And they're just going to get a bunch of value off this thing. I mean, at least I can chump it for 1 turn. So like, they're not going to full send. I think I can actually afford to take 1 hit from this guy. And they're just swinging out with these 2 guys. I mean, weird attack right now, but I'll take my free. Like, if they have some way of punishing this, I don't think I'm going to bother playing around it. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can tax me for 4 on anything I cast because this thing is blinking the Agent of Deceptions. Forest, is that useful? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not really. It's not going to make me be able to pay through anything. All right. Let's see. Oh, well, that's not the black source one. Yeah. It's even tapped because I don't have a plains out right now. Okay, so I need to jump here. Fabricated Anomaly is not growing anymore now because it's not growing any more than it already is right now. I can still grow Concurrent Escapist, so I guess that's what I do. Like if I swing, so I need this guy back to not die to this thing. And I need these guys to do some blocking, or no, I need these guys to start attacking. In the turn they can just blink, borrow a bunch, and then they get a really wide board and kill me. I think I actually do need to jam Monument just to like force my opponent to not blink borrow a bunch. Yeah, I'll swing here. Let's see how they react. Okay, they just chump. Sure. All right. I'm assuming this gets countered, and yeah, they're doing that. Do I want to play out Penrith District? No, I want stuff to loot for off puzzle box, and they're playing a big thing. Cool. All right, so I got wrecked because my mana base is bad. So post board, Looming Cyhawk seems pretty good. Hungry Blob seems pretty good. Noxus Conditions is whatever. Threadripper seems Threadripper's whatever too. I don't think I need to bring it in. So Fall of Tracks has none of good targets. It also would be good if I actually had mana for it. Containment Sarah probably comes out. God picking is kind of bad actually. Archon kind of whatever, right? I mean, Archon can turn off stuff, but I mostly want to kill their things instead of turning them off. Well, I brought in a bunch of 3-drops. I should be boarding out 3-drops. Where are my 3-drops? Not picking or around the Visionary. I don't want to board out Visionaries, which means I'm boarding out Fabricated Anomalies, which were pretty good in that matchup still. So probably not the greatest thing to be boarding them out. I think I actually board out my top end because they're not ever going to be able to resolve if my opponent's playing correctly. I mean, this hand's actually keepable. Yeah, it's keepable. If Starstead gets answered, that's bad, but whatever. So redeveloped will be fetching Swamp and Plains, pitching Ardent Rise. Okay, my opponent goes down to 5, which is good for me. Right? No, I'm never going to be able to activate this thing. Not that I even want to, right? I mean, it's technically removal. I mean, I think I always redeveloped on turn 1. And I think Ardent Rise is the thing that's getting pitched here. Primal Pitcher, sure. I'll grab a Swamp. Do I need more plains or do I need more mountains? I think I don't actually care which one. Like, I actually need more black sources, but I don't have more black sources that's fetchable. I think I just get out the basics that I have. But in that case, like, there's technically more white cards than that I might need to use. I'll just grab plains here. I guess doing it like this technically gives my opponent more hints about what's in my hand, but it's fine, I guess. Do they have good answers? How do they punish me playing Star-Citted right now? They have 1 mana -2/-2. They probably bought in a bunch of those. Star-Citted better than Concurrent Escapists if I do. Yeah, I think so, because like if it gets immediately killed, it's probably no, I think if I wanted to, no, they don't have it. Cool, good. But yeah, like if my 2-drop gets immediately killed, I think it would have actually been better for me to play out Concurrent Escapists first, because that card. No, I think. Yeah, okay, yeah, Star-Studded is still better here because Concurrent Escapists might be able to corrupt itself later on. But now they need. Okay, can they stop a Sagittarius swing this turn? Seems like they can. Alright, they're like tapping out for the removal spell, which is good for me because that means I can just play out on the Visionary without worrying about counter spells. And I flipped. I mean, fine, I flipped the land. Not the most exciting thing to flip, but it's fine. And now I kind of regret discarding Ardent. No, it's still fine. I did not have the right mana to do anything with Ardent Rise anyways. Or no, I could have. I think I could have. Yeah, I definitely could have fetched enough red to make use of the ability later on. They are tapping out, which is good for me because I don't have to worry about counter spells yet again. But at the same time, I don't actually have good things to play right now because my hand is all lands. All right, let's see. That's another land. That's not what I was hoping for to draw. If I swing here, I get rid of the 2 jellyfishes. Is that a good exchange? No, it's not, because I want a Visionary around to wander in case I keep not drawing anything useful. But yeah, in that case, I just jam Concurrent Escapist and play out Redeveloped, pitching Primal Fisher, because that thing is going to be tapped now. I mean, this is a ton of mana going into the following turn. So if I top deck anything good, I could probably pay through an Agent of Deception. My opponent is going to play Cell Space Rift. Sure. So they get to make some more guys, I guess. So when this leaves, they lose at least some stuff. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but still not great for me. Because they're getting value right now, and if they get too much value, I can't really beat them. And they can start holding up 2 mana, which is enough to play Agent of Deception. Okay, they're just whacking me now. And they're holding up Agent of Deception. Cool. Well, anyways, let me get all my lands in order. Yes. And I'll grab another basic. It's just forest now, which is unfortunate for me. Let's see. Oh, this is a pretty good draw. How many things can I... Oh, wait, this lets me buff my entire board. Okay, that's extremely good for me. So, let's see. They have 0 devotion right now, so I just need to pay 1 to... So what... Let's see if there's any sideboard counter spells they could have brought in right now. None that cost 2 mana. Okay, so Fabricated Anomaly is probably a safe play. They play that, and then I just exile my entire graveyard to get up my entire board. Or a good swing. Yeah, seems solid. And I think I'll discard the forest. Okay, they let it happen, which is good for me. I do pit. I don't think I need more urban jungles. I don't have that much red. I don't have that many red requirements, right? So just do that now. See what I draw. Another urban jungle. I mean, this is a lot of land, but at least I'm fortunate enough to have Fabricated Anomaly backing me up right now. Anyways, full send. 1, 2, 3. 4. I don't need 2 start setteds in my graveyard right now. And they just take. Nice. So my board looks pretty powerful right now. They can definitely answer my board if they have anything. But right now, I don't feel too bad. I mean, it would have been nice if I drew less lands, but I have Puzzle Box out now, so at least I'm insulated against. I'm more insulated against flooding. They're going to end of turn Agent of Deception. Okay, sure. I managed to get them to play Agent for no value. Program counter ticks up, and they just play a thing and swing with all their flyers. I guess that's fine. Like, I guess we are racing here, and I do feel pretty good about racing right now because I have this thing buffing my entire board every turn. Star-setted number. I don't want that anymore. Okay, so they have enough to keep up their 5-mana flash thing, but they don't have enough to like do anything other than casting it. I think I always loot first. Let's see, Hungry Blob. Oh, that's it's like not as good as it could have been, but it's still pretty good. How do I swing here? Because I don't want their thing to come down and I don't want their Jetstream Cruiser to come down and eat one of my guys for free. At the same time, I feel like I'm probably going to do Hungry Blob into start-setted. Then if that's what I'm doing, I want to get some good attacks in. I only have 3 cards in my graveyard, so I can't buff everyone. I think the best use of my cards is to buff Alrante into a 4/4 so that at least one of my guys doesn't die to. Does that mean I want to protect Fabricated Anomaly because that thing's going? I don't have enough things in my graveyard for that. Okay, so I think the right play here is to full swing and then just get them to play out that thing. Let Fabricated Anomaly die. No, I want to protect this guy. Okay, well I guess I decided what I wanted to do. Okay, they want to do pre-combat stuff. That's actually better for me because then I don't have to think as hard about not to attack. So they're playing out something. Oh, I mean actually that's fine. They blow up Alrante Visionary, which is actually fine because yeah, that's completely fine. So now I can just swing right now. I don't have to feel bad about stuff. Or yeah, I'm just going to like try to buff 2 things. So they take a bunch, and I just play Star-Setted plus Hungry Blob, right? Yeah, no point in holding these guys back. Like Hungry Blob only blows up the Boro. I think that's still worth it. Is there anything else Hungry Blob's blowing up? Not sweeping anything anytime soon. Yeah, let's just blow up the Boro. So now they're forced to hit the downside of Boro and play out Star-Setted past the turn. I'm looking pretty good right now, I think. They cycle Murky Path. Okay, that's good. That means they're almost out of stuff. GG. Okay, at least I won this game, but next game is going to be on the draw, which is going to be worse for me. I want Containment. Like, Containment Seraph doesn't exile tokens. Yeah, if I exile Agent of Deception with this guy, they even get to draw a card after this. I don't think this card's worth it. And I mean, Threadripper is actually useful, right? Because it blows up their stuff. Like, what does it actually blow up? It blows up. I don't think it blows up enough for me to care enough about this card. I think my current board is probably what I want to go for. Maybe I board up more Revolutionaries Monuments because this is clearly not a Revolutionaries Monument game. Then I just board in some board in Noxious Conditions. I mean, can I guarantee that Noxious Conditions will be always pretty good? I mean, actually it does like sweep up a bunch of stuff. Maybe it's worth it. I'll try it. Like, I'm on the draw too, so they could get ahead on board. And this hand is it's a bit risky. Actually, 2 risks. Like, it has Sagitar into Hungry Blob, and hopefully I also hit my other colors. I think it's actually keepable, but barely. Like, it's keepable, and then I'm going to get Masquerade and regret keeping the hand. But yeah, I'm hoping this hand works out. I even have Demographer. Yeah, that's a 1-drop I'm, like, pretty worried about, because it gets them cards, and they get to make a pledge. They make the pledge that surveils too. Okay, hopefully I draw a land next turn. Or, I mean, hopefully I draw a land within my next 2 turns. Also, Star-Setted is not connecting anymore. Like, I mean, I was on the play. I probably should have, like, at least thought really hard about it. Hard about keeping this hand. Because Star-Setted on the play is not going to be able to connect against my opponent's deck. So, I mean, the good news here is that hopefully I draw a green source, or hopefully I draw a white source. They're tapping out for a 2-drop. Oh. This card's hard to resolve. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need Star-Setted to not get taken. How do I do that? By making a really wonky pile. I put Star-Setted in one pile and literally every other card in the other pile. I think that's how I'm supposed to play it. Or like, a problem with Okay, not talking about the current game, but a problem with the design of this card is that this thing coming down on turn 2 causes the game to grind to an absolute halt sometimes. And this is one of the situations because, yeah, now I need to consider how to split a 7-card hand. And this is, like, not fun for me or my opponent, right? Okay, let's just do the thing that I said I was going to do. So, yeah, do you take the 2-drop? Or do you take... Good. Alright. I mean, they get complete information on my hand, but at least they did not take my only 2-drop. And they can't actually... They can take Hungry... They don't actually have a good take from here, right? Like, because my hand... The remainder of my hand is just removal, and so it's like completely redundant what they take. I think this actually ended up working pretty well for me. Hopefully I hit lands so that I can get the Gone Picking active next turn, so I can get rid of that thing. And yeah, now my opponent has to think through this thing all over again. Okay, Gone Picking. I mean, yeah, it makes sense because it's my only removal against Exorcist. Deal hand. Sure, I guess. So let's see. I did not get the... Okay, one more turn to draw a land. Please draw a land. Don't make me regret keeping this hand. On the bright side, I don't think they can really afford to attack with Exorcist. Oh, well, they just blow that up. I mean, that also works. Alright, hopefully I draw a land. If I don't, then I'm really screwed. Oh dear. Alright, probably should not have kept that hand, then. Does Hungry Blob on 3 even do much? It doesn't, right? Well, actually, there is still hope, because Noxious Conditions is a catch-up card, so I could possibly get into a position... They're going to pledge now. Interesting. I guess they're also looking for lands. I mean, that's the only thing that really makes sense here. Alright, please draw a land. Oh, sure, it's a land. It's a tap land, but it is a land, so I'm not completely out of the game. Unfortunately, Redeveloped Cityscape doesn't let me pitch cards for land anymore, so this is not going to help me mana fix any better than if I just drew some other land. I'm hoping, but I mean, actually no, my opponent missed a land draw too. Okay, that's so at least they're not too far ahead in lands, right? So, but they can help counter spells now, so that's a huge problem. I don't think there's much I can do about that. I just need to start jamming cards. Well, cool. Well, I guess now's when I start drawing all my lands. So what do I do here? Exorcist Errors is really annoying. I mean, I think I do need to get something on board. I could play Archon Flipped onto Demographer, but it's just going to die to Noxious Conditions anyways. So I don't think that's worth it. I could Archon onto Exorcist. That do anything though? That's it from attacking. I think Archon's better preserved for like later in the game. I'm just going to start running out Hungry Blobs, because why not? They're going to respond by activating Demographer, it seems like. Sure. So, again, the bright side here is that Noxious Conditions is a catch-up card. And unfortunately, they also got the draw where they didn't get 1,000,000 tokens, so where Noxious Conditions should actually be good. Actually, was there a reason to play out Hungry Blob? Like, I had Noxious... okay, so I guess the plan here is to swing Hungry... No, they're never going to block. They're just going to keep attacking. I think I do need to take again, and hopefully I get the second Hungry Blob, and that plays the board well enough. Yeah, I just need to take another hit from this guy. And they just blow that thing up. Cool. I mean, drawing untap land next turn isn't the worst thing, because then I get Archon down. I mean, they could still have their 4-mana counter spells or whatever. I'm just hoping that they don't. Is there... my mana requirements aren't that bad, so I just fetch Mountain here. Okay, come on. I mean, it could be worse. It could have been worse. I mean, the fact that they didn't, so they probably don't have Agent of Deception in hand because they could have done, no, they could have Agent of Deception in hand. I mean, that would suck, but I can't play around that because I need to jam Fabricated Anomaly right now. Or, oh, they could also have that. Yeah, that's not good for me. So, go down to 6. Is there any way for me to come back here? They could just be holding up a counter spell here, and there's nothing I can do about that. That's another Fabricated Anomaly. I think that thing's going to be chumping now. I kind of have to chump with it, and I do need to play it out because playing Archon here, like, I need to start turning through cards because I need to hit my land drops. And they counter it, cool. Alright, fine, yeah, they got me. Should not have kept that hand, I guess, right? Like, there was arguments for keeping that hand because it was, like, because I usually do end up keeping 2 landers with Sagittara when I'm playing Constant, and it usually ends up paying off, but in this case, they had the 1-drop, and I missed a land drop. Was there anything I could have done in the other games? Okay, and so in game 1, oh yeah, skill thing. Okay, so one thing I could have done differently was build the deck so that I didn't have horrible mana. I had redeveloped Seascape in hand, and I had time to play it. So, like, if I actually built the deck properly, I could have fetched a second swamp, and then that lets me activate Suatha from graveyard. And then why does do replays always drink every time I do this? So like if I had the right mana, I could activate return Skeleton from graveyard. That gets through counter spells. That comes back, brings back on my 3-drops. So that gets me really far ahead on board. And my opponent would not have dealt with a Skoltha or so here I could have gone back Skoltha, gone back Payment Seraph, exiled them there. No, that's not good. I mean, they don't really have a removal for me at that point. No, I get back gone picking, and that lets me swing a bit more. Or like here, I could have gone back stuff. Yeah. Okay, so what could I have done, given that my deck was built poorly? Huh. Unless Doctors had this glitch. I'll need to. I might look into fixing it later. But yeah, so I think so. I had that turn where I was debating whether I want to jam Skilta or not. So if I did not jam Skilta this turn, if I just discarded out to the puzzle box, you just go through the entire turn because I'm pretty sure I attacked here, right? Yeah. So this turn where I'm debating casting Skilta or just passing, if I did not cast Skilta, they would have end of turn, I guess, cycled Mercury Path. Yeah, they didn't really do anything useful in the turn. So maybe that was correct because it gets. Or, no, I think I probably should have cycled Revolution's Monument earlier because I should have come to the conclusion that there's no way I'm ever going to be able to resolve it. Or no, what happened anyways? So they got Agent Deception on board, and then they got Jetstream Cruiser with backup. Okay, yeah. And I was never resolving anything afterwards. All right, yeah. So I don't think there was much I could have, or at least if there was something I could have done, it wasn't just like a single changed in plays. Game 2 was game 2 I won, so I'm not going to look too much into it. My opponent just flooded out. It seems like, yeah, definitely looked like they flooded out. Okay, that's unfortunate for them. And then in game 3, I should not have kept that hand, I guess. Or, I mean, I could have actually just let them I could have gone for a split that hides gone picking instead. So then, what, they take Starstead most likely? Or, I don't think they would have even taken Starstead because their board was good enough again. Okay, so in that case, I probably should not have tried to protect Starstead so much because I already should have figured that Starstead is not going to do much this game. And then, I mean, I missed a land drop, so that I couldn't do much there. And then I got some back-to-back tap lands, and they just had counter spells against everything. Oh well, should have counter. Or wait, actually, so instead of playing Hungry Blob, I could have just played Archon, but that would have been better. So what? This turn which was the turn I played Hungry? Oh, they already had Rebrewer's Appetite, so it didn't matter because if I played Archon this turn instead of Hungry Blob, they probably would have just countered it. Then what, they do that, and then they counter my Archon, and they have a Rebura, big enough of Rebura in play. They swing at me again, and next turn I try to Archon again. I mean, and then they Perception Demon me, and I'm dead. Okay, yeah, I could not have won this game, given that I kept this opening hand. So, anyways, I'm out of the GP now. Yeah, 2-0 or X2 got 2 losses, so I'm out of the GP. And this is also the last GP. Last normal GP with Daryl's still in the format. So I'm losing. So I guess my deck's also losing a bunch of cards, and also I'm losing the only promo I have left remaining in the format. So yeah. I mean, on the bright side, does my deck even lose that much? But does my deck even lose that much? Because it loses. Losing Skeleton is pretty big. Fall of Practice, whatever. Sagittars. I mean, losing Sagittars kind of sucks, but it's actually pretty replaceable with the other mana dorks. I constantly appreciated Sagittar because it was an enchantment, and also it could actually get down early and tussle quite well. I think this deck doesn't need that. It doesn't need Sagittar as much. I'd rather prefer running like Sunsoakers or whatever and get better mana fixing in addition to that. And then it's just Skillet and Sagittar, but losing Skillet really sucks here. Oh no, wait, and Archon. Yeah, Archon's actually the only good 5-drop big answer threat in the format currently. So hopefully the next rotation brings in another big 5-mana FU answer threat. I guess it's not that common for people to print 5-drop big answer threats because so in the first build Constance we had Fury Helion, which was really good, and then I had to switch to Archon after that, rotate it out. And now if Archon has no replacements, then I mean I guess this deck still does kind of fine. Like Fabricated Anomaly actually gives you a pretty decent mid-range beatdown plan. So you're not completely reliant on these big 5-drop answer threats. I mean, the deck losing it would still suck a lot. So I'm hoping that there's going to be at least some replacement to that. I mean, I have been like trying to look for replacements for Archon for quite a while right now, because Archon's great against creature decks, but against non-creature decks it's kind of whatever. It's like there's just hasn't been any better options despite me looking basically since after Karslov rotated. But yeah, anyways, hopefully hopefully I build another version of this deck post rotation, and I'll see how well this archetype still does.